Okay, so in order to graph a line when you're given an equation, all of these equations are written in slope-intercept form, so I can look at them and I can identify the slope and the y-intercept, right? Okay, so let's look at the first line. Y equals 2 over 3x minus 4. Who can tell me what the slope of that line is? Yes. 2 over 3 is the slope. And what is the y-intercept of this line? Yes? Negative 4. In order to graph this, we can start by plotting the y-intercept. I know that the line is going to hit the y-axis at what point? Negative 4. So look here. Okay. Now we can work from that point. I know that the line is going to have a rise of, what does it rise by? 2. So I'm going to rise 2. So let's count. 1, 2. And it's going to have a run of 1, 2, 3. I'm going to the right 3. So up 2, right 3. That's going to be the next point on the line. And I can keep extending this. Up 2, right 3. Up 2, right 3. So let me plot those points. Here and here. What if I want to extend it the other way? If I go down 2, which way am I going to move? Yep.
3 to the left.
3 to the left. Good. Okay, so then this is the next point, and I'm going to take a ruler, which I don't have. It's pretty straight, and I connected the points. Okay, so that's my first line. I want you guys to plot the second line now that you know how to do this. So where are you going to start with the second line? What point am I going to start with? Mark? So do that. So we're going to start at 0, 2, because it's going to hit the y-axis at the point 0, 2. And I'm going to count. The rise and the run is the same thing. So up 2 over 1, 2, 3. Up 2 over 1, 2, 3. And I'll extend it the other way. Down 2, left 1, 2, 3. Down 2, left 1, 2, 3. And then I can connect the points. Okay, for the very last line, what is a point that I know? So I know it's going to intersect at 5. And then you're going to do the same thing, up 2 over 3. Looking at these 3 lines, is there anything you can tell me about these 3 lines in relation to one another? Yes, all 3 lines are parallel. What's positive about them?
They go upwards, not downwards.
Yes, all the slopes are positive. Okay, good. Is there anything else you can observe about these lines and their equations? Yep. They have the same slope. They all have a slope of what?
2 over 3.
2 over 3. If they're all rising and running by the same amount, they're always going to be the same distance apart from each other, which means they're going to be parallel.
Wait, how come?
Okay, so as you can see, if lines are parallel, they will always have the same slope. If 2 lines have the same slope, it means automatically they're going to be parallel lines. So let's prove that, okay? So these are the 3 lines that we just graphed, and we made sure to have all of the slopes the same. What is the slope of every single one of these lines? Oops. Pardon? 7. Okay, they all have a slope of 7. Are their y-intercepts the same? No, it doesn't matter. As long as the slope is the same. So I would like you to write this as your conclusion. Parallel lines have the same slope, okay? If the value of m is the same, when you go to graph it, they will be parallel. The y-intercepts do not matter. To figure out if these lines are parallel or not, what am I looking at? What am I looking for?
Wait, miss.
Yes? We're looking to see if they have the same slope. So we need to figure out which part of the equation is m. Okay? Like I just said, y equals mx plus b. The slope is the coefficient of x. It's the number that's in front of x. I can write the equation, I can write it like this. Y equals b plus mx, right? It's the coefficient. It's the number that's in front of x. Okay, so let's look at the first one. Number 1. Raise your hand if you would say that these 2 lines are parallel. Who says they're not parallel? Why? Okay, the slope of the first line is negative 3, and what's the slope of the second line?
3.
Positive 3 or just 3? Good. So these are not. Good. Who got that one right? Okay, number 2. Are these, raise your hand if you think these lines are parallel. Who agrees with Tavon? They're parallel. How do you know?
Because they're both negatives.
They both have a slope of -6/5, so yes, these are parallel. Number 3, raise your hand if you would say these are parallel. Who says they're not? Good. Yes, they are parallel because what is the slope? What's the coefficient of x in the first one? -9. And what's the coefficient of x? -9. They have the same slope, so yes, they are parallel. Who says they're not? Good, they are parallel. What is the coefficient of x? 1. So this has a slope of 1 and this has a slope of 1. So yes, these are parallel. Number 5, are these parallel? Yes? Who says yes? Who says no?
No.
The correct answer is no, because -3/2 is not the same as -2/3. It's not the same thing.
Yes.
Yes, because what's the slope of both of them?
Made with Doodlecast Pro.